Class 12th, Themes in Indian History, Part 1, Term 1, Chapter 2, Kings, Farmers and Towns, Early States and Economies, approximately 600 BCE to 600 CE। इस वीडियो में हम लोग MCQ क्वेश्चंस, Assertion and रीजन बेस्ड MCQs और केस स्टडी बेस्ड MCQs डिस्कस करेंगे। सबसे पहले हम लोग स्टैंड अलोन MCQ डिस्कस करते हैं। फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन, आइडेंटिफाई द बेस्ट रीजन फॉर कंसीडरिंग किंग अशोका एज देव नाम पिय और पियदस्सी बाय हिज सब्जेक्ट्स। ए, Ashok commissioned the edicts himself. B, he adopted the title of Devputra. C, epigraphists have concluded him as Dev Nampiya. D, he worked for the well-being of society through Dhamma. And option D is the correct answer. Question number 2. Which one of the following was the first capital of Magad? Options: Rajgah, B, Ujjain, C, Takshila, D, Gandhar. Option A is the correct answer. Question number 3. In which of the following languages have the earliest inscriptions been recorded? A, English, B, Prakrit, C, Pali, D, Sanskrit. Option B, that is Prakrit, is the correct answer. Question number 4. Which one of these became the most powerful Mahajanpada between the 6th and the 4th century BCE? Options are Magad, B, Kashi, C, Chedi, D, Kuru. And option A is correct answer. That is Magad. Question number 5. Which of these archaeological sources occupy a significant place in the reconstruction of the ancient Indian history? A, Vedas, B, coins, C, inscriptions, D, both, B and C. And option D is correct. Question number 6. Magad was the most powerful Mahajanpada from 6th to 4th century BCE. Historians offer different kind of explanation for the growth of Magad. Which of the following statement is incorrect regarding the growth of Magad? First statement is Magad was a region where agriculture was specially productive. B, iron mines were accessible and provided resources for tools and weapons. C, Magad's proximity to the sea makes it a business hub. Many foreign traders used to come here for trading purposes. D, elephants, an important component of the army, were found in forest in the region. And option C is correct. Question number 7. Who was the first ruler to inscribe the message to his subjects and officials on stone surfaces, natural rocks as well as on polished pillars? Options are Kanishk, Bimbisar, Chandragupta Maurya and Ashok. And option D, that is Ashoka, is the correct answer. Question number 8. The Prayag Prashasti, also known as Allahabad pillar inscription, was composed in Sanskrit by Harisen. Harisen was the court poet of which of the following kings? Options are A, King Samudragupta, B, King Ashoka, C, King Chandragupta Maurya, D, King Kanishk. And the correct answer is option A, that is Samudragupta. Question number 9. Periplus in Greek means A, act of bread making, B, sailing around, C, bead making, D, ships. And option B, that is sailing around, is correct answer. Question number 10. The first gold coin was issued in the 1st century CE by, options are A. Mauryas, B. Mughals, C. Kushans, D. Rajputas, and option C, that is Kushans, is the correct answer. Question number 11. The dash describes the plight of the subjects of a wicked king. These included elderly, women and men, cultivators, herders, village boys, and even animals. Option A is Gantendur Jataka, B. Panchtantra, C. Jataka, and D. Vayu Shastra, and option A, that is Gantendur Jataka, is the correct answer. Question number 12. According to the rock inscription in Sanskrit composed around 2nd century CE, Sudarshan Lake, an artificial reservoir, was repaired by, options are A. Kushan King Kanishk, B. Sak King Rudradaman, C. Kannauj ruler Harsh, D. Chandragupta II, and option B, that is Sak King Rudradaman, is the correct answer. Question number 13. Which one of the following statement is incorrect regarding the word Gahapati? First statement is they are the owner, master or head of a household. B. They are the owner of the resources, land, animals and other things that belong to the household. C. They are the officials of the king. D. They belong to the urban elite including wealthy merchants, and option C, that is they are the officials of the king, is the correct answer. Question number 14. Tamil Sangam literature mentions slaves as A. Panai, B. Adimai, C. Uzavar, D. Vellar, and option B, that is Adimai, is the correct answer. Question number 15. The spectacular gold coins which facilitated long distance transactions were issued by A. Kushans, B. Mauryan rulers, C. Sak rulers, and D. Gupta rulers, and option B, that is the Gupta rulers, is the correct answer. Question number 16. Which of these was Ashok's reign? A. Approximately 268 to 231 BCE, B. Approximately 600 to 500 BCE, C. Approximately 606 to 647 CE, and option D is approximately 200 to 100 BCE, and option A, that is approximately 268 to 231 BC, is the correct answer. Question number 17. Which of the following problems do the archaeologists face while deciphering the inscriptions? For A option, damaged letters, B. faint letters, C. exact meaning of the words used in inscriptions, and D. all of the above, and option D, that is all of the above, is correct answer. Question number 18. The king Ashok sometime mentioned as Piyadasi in the inscription. The meaning of Piyadasi is beloved of the god, pleasant to behold, beautiful eyes, beloved of nature, and option B, that is pleasant to behold, is the correct answer. Question number 19. James Prinsep was able to decipher Ashokan Brahmi in the year option A 1835, option B 1838, option C 1856, and option D 1738, and option B, that is 1838, is the correct answer. Question number 20. Scholars in the late 19th century and early 20th century were primarily interested in the histories of option A, kings, B, travelers, C, inventions, and D, none of the above. And option A, that is kings, is the correct answer. Question number 21. Scholars from the mid 20th century onwards were primarily interested in the histories of dash. Option A, kings, B, issues such as economic change, different social groups, etc., C, religious beliefs of people, and D, marginalized group. And here option B is the correct answer. Question number 22. Name the language in which the Ashokan inscriptions were written. And first option is Pali, Prakrit, and Greek. Second option is Pali, Sanskrit, and Aramaic. Third option is Pali, Prakrit, and Aramaic. And fourth option is Pali, Sanskrit, and Greek. And option C, that is third option, is correct. And Pali, Prakrit, and Aramaic is the correct option. Question number 23. Sangam is a literature of dash language, and the options are A, Tamil, B, Malayalam, C, Sanskrit, D, Marathi. And option A, that is Tamil, is the correct answer. Question number 24. Rajgah, which was a capital of Magad, was a fortified settlement located amongst hills. Later in the 4th century BCE, the capital was shifted to Patliputra, present-day Patna. Identify the incorrect reason about choosing the city of Patliputra in this aspect. Option A is Patliputra is situated at the bank of the river Ganga, which was commanding route of communication along the Ganga. Option B is its central location in northeastern India led rulers of successive dynasty to base their administrative capital here. C, it is situated at the confluence of the Gangas, Gandaka, and Son rivers. Patliputra formed a water fort or Jal Durga. D, Patliputra is the capital of Nandas, Mauryas, Shungas, and the Guptas down to the Cholas. And option D is the correct answer, that is this option D is incorrect statement about the city of Patliputra. Now we will discuss some assertion and reason based MCQs. Here in this question, a statement of assertion is followed by a statement of reason, and you have to mark the correct choice as A, option A, that means both A and R are true and R is the correct explanation of A. B, both A and R are true but R is not the correct explanation of A. C, A is true but R is false. D, A is false and R is true. First question is assertion. A, early texts suggest that there were 16 states known as Mahajanpadas. Reason R, the lists are same as per Buddhist and Jain texts. Here option C is correct. That means assertion is true but the reason given for it is wrong. Now the question 2 is assertion. Historians have used a variety of sources to reconstruct the history of the Mauryan Empire. Reason are Arthashastra, composed by Kautilya or Chanakya, was one of the main sources to reconstruct the history of the Mauryan Empire. Here option A is correct. That means both A and R are true and R is the correct explanation of A. Question number 3. Assertion A. Nationalist leaders of India in the 20th century regarded King Ashok as an inspiring figure. Reason are King Ashok, arguably the most famous ruler of an early India, conquered Kaling. Here option B is correct. That means both A and R are true, but R is not the correct explanation of A. Question number 4. Assertion A. From the 6th century BCE, land and river routes crisscrossed the subcontinent and extended in various directions overland into Central Asia and beyond, and overseas from the ports that dotted the coastal line extending across the Arabian Sea to East and North Africa and West Asia, and through the Bay of Bengal to Southeast Asia and China. And reason R is merchants travelled these routes with caravans of bullock carts and pack animals. Here option B is correct. That means both A and R are true, but R is not the correct explanation of A. Question number 5. Assertion A. To some extent, exchanges were facilitated by the introduction of coinage. Reason R is these coins facilitated long distance transactions from which kings also benefited. Here option A is correct. That means both A and R are true and R is the correct explanation of A. Question number 6. Assertion. Votive inscriptions record gifts made to religious institutions. Reasons. On the pedestal is a Prakrit inscription mentioning that a woman named Nagpiya, the wife of goldsmith named Dharmaka, installed this image in a shrine. Here option A is correct. That means both A and R are true and R is the correct explanation of A. Question number 7. Assertion A. There were seafarers whose ventures were risky but highly profitable. Reason R. Spices, especially pepper, were in high demand in the Roman Empire, as were textiles and medicinal plants, and these were all transported across the Arabian Sea to the Mediterranean. Here option A is correct. That means both A and R are true and R is the correct explanation of A. Question number 8. Assertion A. Ashoka's inscription has not been found in Kalinga, although he conquered the region. Reason. The anguish of the conquest was too painful in the region, and therefore King Ashoka was unable to address the issue. Here option A is correct. That means both A and R are true and R is the correct explanation of A. Question number 9. Assertion. Most scripts used to write modern Indian languages are derived from Sanskrit, the script used in most Ashokan inscriptions. Reason are European scholars aided by Indian Pandit worked backwards from contemporary Bengali and Devanagari manuscripts, comparing their letters with older specimens. Here option D is correct. That means A is false and R is true. Question number 10. Hoards of Roman coins have been found from archaeological sites in South India. Reason R is South India was not part of the Roman Empire, but there were close connections through trade. Here option A is correct. That means both A and R are true and R is the correct explanation of A. Question number 11. Assertion. A. Punch marked coins made of gold and bronze were amongst the earliest to be minted and used. Reason R. Numismatics have studied these and other coins to reconstruct possible commercial network. Here option D is correct. That means A is false and R is true. Now we will discuss some case study MCQ questions. So the first question is, one paragraph is given and this paragraph is related to Prayag Prashasti. After reading this paragraph, you have to answer the questions given below carefully. तो सबसे पहले पैरा को ध्यान से पढ़ना है. This is an excerpt from the Prayag Prashasti. He was without an antagonist on earth. He, by the overflowing of the multitude of many good qualities adorned by hundreds of good actions, has wiped off the fame of other kings with the souls of fit Purush, being the cause of the prosperity of the good and the destruction of the bad, incomprehensible. One who tender heart can be captured only by devotion and humility, possessed of compassion, the giver of many hundred thousands of cow, mind has received ceremonial initiation for the uplift of the miserable, the poor, the forlorn, and the suffering, resplendent and embodied kindness to mankind, equal to Kuber, Varun, Indra, and Yam. Kingship. Now, after reading this para, some questions are there. Question number 1. This inscription is known as Prashasti because first option is it is composed in praise of its patron. B. It is composed by a court poet. C. It is treasured as an important account of its patron. And D. It is composed in Sanskrit. And option A is correct. That is, it is composed in praise of its patron. That's why it is called Prashasti. Question number 2. This excerpt mentions equal to this project what element of kingship? Options are it means of claiming high status by identifying with a variety of deities. B. Means of claiming themselves godlike. C. Means of claiming a number of titles. And D. All of the above. And option A is correct. That means it was a means of claiming high status by identifying a variety of deities. Question number 3 is one assertion statement is there and reason is given after that. So the assertion is he is possessed of compassion and the reason is he is the giver of many 100,000 cows. His mind has received ceremonial initiation for the uplift of the miserable, the poor, the forlorn, and the suffering. So here option C is correct. That is, A is incorrect, but R is correct. Question number 4. Consider the following statements. Histories of rulers have been constructed from literature, coins and inscriptions including preciosities like the one in the excerpt. B. While historians often attempt to draw factual information from such compositions, those who composed and read them often treasured them as work of poetry rather than as accounts that were literally true. This excerpt is an example of such a case, and you have to choose the correct option. Both A, B are correct. B only A is correct. C only B is correct. D neither A nor B is correct, and the option D is correct. Observe the picture and answer the following questions by choosing the correct option. So, look at the picture. What is the name of the sculptor? A. The lion, the bull and the horse. B. The lion capital. C. The Ashok Chakra. D. The Das capital, and option B, that is the lion capital, is the correct answer. Question number 2. Where was it found? A. Ashokan pillar. B. Sanchi Stoop. C. Shravasti temple. D. Bodh Gaya. So A, option A is the correct answer. Question number 3. How many lions are there in this sculpture? A is 3, B 4, C 5, D 6, and option B, that is 4 lions, is the correct answer. Question number 4. Why is this relevant now? Statement A. It has been adopted as the national emblem. B. It has been taken away by British from India, and option A is correct answer. Again, observe the picture and answer the following questions by choosing the correct option. Where has this sculpture been found? A. Agra. B. Mathura. C. Varanasi. D. Chennai, and Mathura is the correct answer. Option B is correct. Question number 2. Which letter is inscribed on the pedestal? A. Pali. B. Sanskrit. C. Prakrit, and D. Kannada. Option C, that is Prakrit, is the correct answer. C. Question number 3. The sculpture was made by the wife of a goldsmith named Dharmka. What was the name of the lady? A. Nagpiya. B. Zhuangzhang. C. Mahadevi. D. Dhammi, and option A, that is Nagpiya, is the correct answer. Question number 4. The city from where this sculpture was found was serving as center of dash in 6th century BCE. First option is commercial activity. Second, cultural activity. C. Political activity. D. all of these, and option D, that is all of these, is the correct answer.